today, President Obama actually followed through on closing some tax loopholes. And what was interesting about the way these loopholes were, it's talking about people who evade taxes by setting up offshore businesses. And that's the sort of the main thrust of the legislation that he wants to put through. And what's surprising is who in America, Cenk, wouldn't want that to pass?
Well, I got an answer. Me. Republicans, it turns out.
Yeah.
No, they're fighting against this. They don't know politics, man.
No, they don't. It's like they've completely forgotten politics. They were good at politics, and now they're going against something that is closing tax loopholes for offshore companies.
They say, well, first of all, it makes perfect sense for companies to try to pay as little taxes as possible. Yeah, maybe it makes sense for me to try to pay as little taxes as well, but there's a thing called tax avoidance.
Right.
And if I set up something in the Cayman Islands and said, oh, I'm being very clever, Cenk Uygur didn't make any money this year. Cenk Uygur's subsidiary in the Cayman Islands made all that money, and he doesn't have to pay you any taxes. You know where my ass would wind up? In jail, right? But instead, all these companies do that, and the Republicans aid and abet them. They support them in doing it. And then now, another line of attack that the Republicans have is, but their corporate tax rates, 35%, are so high, in America that's you can't blame them from trying to avoid these taxes. And, we're being kind by saying avoid. The other way of saying it is cheat on your taxes.
Yeah.
And so you say, of course they're going to cheat on their taxes.
Oh, some people are saying we're just postponing the payment of the taxes, too. They just keep postponing and postponing and postponing and postponing. So the taxes never get paid.
Yeah, here's when they got postponed to under Obama's new plan. Now. Okay?
Yeah, right.
So now you're going to pay them, right? Like the rest of us do.
And here's the good news. You're not going to have to pay them later because they'll already have been paid now.
Yes, congratulations. You postponed them.
We've relieved you of your future tax debt.
And look, this is supposed to raise a little over $200 billion. Now, in reality, if you went after all the tax havens and you went as far as you could, you'd get over $1 trillion that they owe us, right? What Obama's doing is saying, hey, look, we're going to keep this reasonable. We're going to do it one step at a time, but I'm going to need you to go ahead and start obeying the law and paying the taxes that you're supposed to. And I think it's going to be an enormously popular position.
Yeah.
And I think the Republicans keep setting themselves up for failure by taking these unbelievably unpopular positions. One more quick, evidence of that. The guys who took our TARP money, the bailout money, are the banks, obviously. Citigroup, for example, claims that they have 427 foreign subsidiaries that actually don't have offices, by the way. Like, you can have real subsidiaries in Europe and Asia, etc. 90 of them are in the Cayman Islands at one address. Bank of America has 59 in Cayman Islands alone.
Right.
And there's this one place called the Ugland House, if I'm pronouncing it right, and it has, this is awesome, 18,857 businesses registered there. 18,800. Man, that must be
it's a huge building.
That must be the biggest building in the world.
Yeah, well, certainly in the Cayman Islands.
Right, and the reason is, of course, all they do is they set up a P.O. box there, and then they claim that the company's actually centered in the Cayman Islands when, in fact, it doesn't exist there at all. Gee, I wonder why they did that. And you look at that and you think, there's a politician who agrees with that? Who's going to try to protect those companies? And I get what a lot of people say, hey, Democrats and Republicans have been protecting the corporate guys all this time, so you shouldn't be surprised by this. But now the jig is up because Obama's made it public. He's saying, we're coming after you guys. And for them to come out of the shadows, the Republican Party, and to say, no, we're on the side of the corporations robbing you blind.
And there are talking heads on the Republican side right now saying, well, we said that he was going to raise taxes, and he's raising taxes. This is raising taxes. This is collecting taxes. This is not raising taxes.